Deal surgeons, elite masterminds, what's going on? This is Diamond Life. Welcome to the Trader Mindset Psychology series. So this has been on my mind for a while. I've really been trying to figure out how to go about this series. It's so much to talk about. And I've been doing this now for 2 years and 3 or 4 months now, every single day, nonstop. I'm talking about all day, every day, nonstop, learning, taking punches, having some wins, and I'm just now getting consistent in the last 3 to 4 months, okay? And so I think I'm at a point now where I can talk about this, okay? And so I was trying to I actually was on my way to Starbucks, and someone said, go ahead and talk about this now. Talk about a series right now on the Trader Psychology series. So what I want to talk about is why you should, let me see how to say this. This is not planned or scripted or anything. Okay. I don't know what to call it, but the whole point of this podcast is to convince you why you should stick with trading and not do something else. I'll come up with a name for it. But the whole point of me getting into this right now is to try to explain to you how and why you should stick with trading and not hop to something else, okay? Or maybe I may call this the SHINNY syndrome, the SHINNY syndrome theology or something like that. Okay, so the whole reason why I'll talk about my own experience. The main reason why I stuck with trading, okay? The main reason why I stuck with trading and I didn't do real estate when it got hard. The main reason I stuck with trading and I didn't do internet marketing when it got hard. The main reason I stuck with trading and I didn't do Amazon, FBA, or some other shit that's out there that actually works, right? I'm not saying these things don't work, but the reason why you need to stick with trading if you decided to do this is because if you think it's going to be easier somewhere else, guess what? You're going to run into the same problem. You think Amazon, FBA is going to be easier, but then you're going to run into something. It sounds like it's easier, right? Getting a sales job at a pharmaceutical company or, some other business opportunity, multi-level marketing. These things seem like this is the illusion. These things seem like they're easier than trading is, right? When you start bumping your head up against the rocks with trading and you see stuff not working and you see it's not as easy as people selling it to you. You see it actually takes some fucking work. The reason why you need to stick with trading is because you're going to run into the same issue somewhere else. And if you leave trading and you say, okay, I'm going to do something easier, you're telling yourself you don't have what it takes to win. That's what you're telling yourself. That's the main reason I stuck with trading when the shit got hard and I didn't go do something else. I'm like, okay, if I can't do this shit, I can't do nothing. Think about it. That's not actually true. But you have to, the main point is, for me, I just was like, if I can't do this shit, I can't make it anywhere else. And the reason why is because if I go somewhere else because I think trading was easier, I thought if I went somewhere else because I thought something was easier than trading, then the thing that they're not telling you or that you're not thinking about right now is that you're going to run into problems with that as well. You can make millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars in trading, hundreds of thousands, right? You could do the same thing in internet marketing. You could do the same thing in real estate, but what you're failing to think about and what these people are actually not telling you is that you're going to run into heartaches there too. Do you think it's going to be easy to make millions of dollars in real estate? No, you're going to run into heartaches as well. To make a few $1,000s, yeah, it's easy. A few $20,000, yeah, it may be easy. But we're talking about millions of dollars, right? So this is what you're not thinking about. You're not thinking about I remember listening to a guy who owns the Houston Rockets, Dallas Cowboys. He actually had a racist thing that came out recently, of him back in the 20s, saying stuff about black people. I'm a black guy. But anyway, but he said that his father told him when he was a child, he said, whatever you get into, make sure the barrier to entry is big. He said, don't do something where the barrier to entry is small. Do something where the barrier to entry is big because it's going to be a bigger payoff. And I remember him saying that. I remember thinking like, wow, that is so true. That's like some real shit right there. And so the whole point of this trader psychology series is I'm trying to explain to you, I'm trying to convince you why you should stick with this even when the stuff gets going hard. Now, I'm be honest with you. I ain't saying you got to go to these extremes, but the reason why I'm winning, and I've been winning the last 3 months, and I've been having discoveries come my way that I deserve, is because I was willing to die for this shit. I'm going to repeat that because I don't, I'm going to repeat that. I was willing and still am willing to die for this shit. See, sometimes you get to a point where, I'm probably a little older than some of you guys listening, and sometimes, man, you get to a point where it's like so much bullshit has happened, so many dreams have not been achieved, and I look back over my life and I'm like, it's because I kept hopping around. I kept hopping around to different opportunities. 2 years, internet marketing. Oh, well, maybe I should do something else. 3 years over here, insurance sales. Oh, man, you can make all this money over here. Oh, another 3 years, I joined a multi-level marketing company. And then you look up 8 years, you're in 4 opportunities, ain't got shit done. See, a lot of you guys listening right now, you probably haven't experienced that yet. And it's unfortunate that you're not listening to me because you're going to be one of these people who end up just like I was. Washed up in opportunities, like it's like a washing machine, just being all washed up in opportunities. It's not funny, but, and so it's like, man, I was like, you know what? To be honest with you, before I started doing trading, and it's not because I gave up, but sometimes, like with Grant Cardone, some guy I follow named Grant Cardone, is one thing that he said that was really interesting. I want to share it with you, okay? One thing that he said that was really interesting was, he said that if you go all in, he said, whatever you do, go all in. And the reason why you should is because you'll find out if it's the right thing or the wrong thing sooner than later. Than just putting your tippy toe in the water. He said, no, go all in. Because if you go all in, you're going to find out if it's the right thing or the wrong thing a lot sooner than if you was just tippy toeing. So to be honest with you, I already was successful doing real estate in my early 20s. We would buy houses, selling them, fixing them up, rehabbing them. Actually bought our first deal with no money down, made $43,000 on our first deal. Me and my partner came to the table with just a pen, and and so I was like, maybe I should get back into that, because I kind of got to a point a few years ago, because I started trading August 2021, actually August 13th, 2021. And I've been going at it every single day. No days off. I don't think people probably think I'm exaggerating when I say this. Listen to me. You put your ear close to the listen to me. Today is December 1st, 2023. Let me get real close to the fucking mic. I have been going at this shit every single day. Day and night. This is not an exaggeration. I know how to exaggerate shit. Trust me. I'm a great salesman. Or was a great salesman in the past, and still am if I have to do that. But listen to me. This is not I wish it was an exaggeration. I wish what I'm saying right now was an exaggeration. I've been going at this shit day and night every single day. Like, I can't even, like, okay, like for right now, it's December 1st, right? I remember what I was doing last year around this time. I remember a few weeks ago, I was thinking like, damn, I remember when I was studying hard around July 4th. And I'm like, damn, now it's like, Thanksgiving time. I've been studying so hard every single day, taking lessons, learning, losing, getting mad, getting pissed off at myself. I mean, it's so many, it's so many emotions. But the main reason why I stayed, and the main reason why you should stick with this shit, because you got challenges coming ahead of you. Oh yeah, trust me. But if you learn from me and you stick with me as a student, I think you won't go through as many challenges as I did. Right? Because the mentor is supposed to help you avoid certain mistakes. You shouldn't be bumping your head and going through all the heartaches and stuff that I went through. I mean, I had some of the lowest moments in my life, literally, learning this trading stuff. I done had the lowest moment of my life with this trading stuff, to be honest with you. Because remember, I got into this shit. I said either I'm going to get the trade, either I'm going to learn this shit, or I'm going to die. And I meant every bit of that. And what that means is not like really physical death, but what it means is anything and everything that gets in the way of this has to die. Relationships with sisters, brothers, parents, friends. It had to die. I'm talking about if these people were not encouraging me, or if I felt like they would get in the way of it. And I never did anything like this before. Okay, so the whole point of this psychology call is to why you should stick with trading and not do something when it going gets tough. The reason I'm trying to tell you why you should stick with it is deeper than just trading. It's deeper than that. And what I mean is by that is deeper than that is you have to think about it. If you can't get this shit done, if you can't get trading done, then what else can you get done? Like, let me go back to the example I was talking about before. Now, actually before trading, I actually started getting into real estate like I did before in my early 20s. So what I was doing, I started doing wholesaling. So like the whole Grant Cardone thing, I went in full force. I bought courses. I read all the books. I was calling people. Nobody was signing up. I'm like, you know what? I got to stick with this. And so it's not. And then I actually stopped doing it. Now it wasn't like I gave up or the going was getting hard. It's just like Grant Cardone said, when you put your all into something, it'll show you if it's the right thing or the wrong thing really, really soon. And so I went into real estate again, hardcore. And then after 3 weeks or so, I just had an epiphany. It just dawned on me like, you know what? You always want to know how the stock market works. You always want to know how this stuff works. Why don't you just put everything you got and more into trading? And that's how I started off. Okay? And so I think you also have to have a deep passion to learn this stuff. Like, it has to be deeper than the money. Because if this shit was about the money, shit, I got started in August, shit, I would have stopped by November 2021. Okay? So this has to be deeper. So the main reason I'm trying to get to you is that this is the main reason you should stick with the trading when the going gets tough. I'm talking to people who not under my mentorship and who not following me. People that's just randomly listening. Because if you follow a mentor, people that's on my team, I got a strategy or something that I'm trying to show you that you can look for consistently each and every week. So you can get paid and actually learn how. I want to show people how to get paid, even if it's small amounts, while they're learning this craft. Okay. Like, that's just how I look at it. Like, a mentor should have something in his tool belt that he can show you that you can look for, that you can trade every single week or, and make money every week. Yeah, make money every week. Okay. But for the people that are just listening in, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's deeper than trading. What I'm trying to tell you is that I'm coming to you just from my psychology. The way I thought about this shit, I was like, look, if I can't understand trading, and if I can't make this work, when I see all these other fucking people making it work, then I can't do anything. So that's not actually true, but it's like, okay, if trading got hard and I gave in, then I try to go sell cars. It's gonna be challenging with that. Or I try to go do real estate on a higher level, selling houses or something. It's gonna be challenges with that. Or I try to go do internet marketing. I hear all these people making millions of dollars selling courses. I try to go do that. What I'm trying to tell you is that the same roadblocks that you're running into with trading is gonna be the same roadblocks that you run into with the other shiny objects that you're looking at or that you're considering secretly. So that's the end of my rant. I'm doing a psychology series. I guess this would be how to avoid shiny object syndrome and the reason why you should stick with trading and not do something that you think is quote unquote easier is because you're going to run into the same issues. It's not the opportunity, it's you. This is what people are not telling you. It's you that's the problem, not the opportunity. So you think it's going to be something else. And you're like, yeah, I'm about to run over here to real estate. I'm about to run over here to internet marketing. I'm about to run over here to, whatever. And what I'm trying to tell you is what you're not seeing is that you're going to run into the same issue because it's you that's going to these opportunities. It's not the opportunity. It's not the issue that comes with the opportunities. It's you. You have to change you. You have to build up a tolerance that you will not stop for fucking nothing, man. That's the tolerance I had. I told myself every single day, I said, I ain't fucking stopping for nothing. I don't give a fuck what comes my way. Anthony Tillman will not stop. Ever. And that's the kind of relentlessness you have to have with trade. All right, so I'm about to end the series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And just remember that you're a champion because you choose to be. All right, be great.